Buckeye Rebirth is not just a rehash of the 2012 season. Everyone knows what happened in the game, in all the games. What I wanted to do was show what happened from the time that Urban Meyer was hired, and even before that, the process of his hiring.
And if it was but for the coaching position at The Ohio State University, I would not have coached this year.
And then when he took over the team, and one of the things that most people don't know is that players were late to his very first meeting, and they were late to a second meeting a few days later. At that point, Urban Meyer said, we're starting the off-season conditioning program tomorrow. They showed up at 5 in the morning, expecting to be in the warmth of the Woody Hayes Center. They were outside in 20-degree weather. They could not wear their own Ohio State gear. They had to wear their own homemade stuff. They were putting socks on their head, and it was like boot camp. And the coaching staff really wanted to test who wanted to stay and who was not willing to do it. And from those very humble beginnings, the foundation of that 2012 undefeated season grew. One of the things that I'm proud of with the book is that it's almost entirely original reporting. I used very little of what I did in my beat writer capacity during the season. I interviewed Urban Meyer 5 times. I interviewed Shelley Meyer for about 3 hours. I talked to his daughter. I talked to every assistant coach at length. Luke Fickell and I had great conversations, probably lasted a couple hours. I talked to virtually every player on the team that played a significant role. So I really tried to really get in depth and tell the complete full story. I mean, things like John Simon, for example, I don't know how many people know, in fact, I'm pretty sure nobody knows. Before the Michigan game, he had this kind of a MASH surgery to try to, in a last-ditch effort to try to get him to play in the Michigan game. It didn't work, but at least he had the satisfaction of knowing he tried everything he could do to play. Etienne Sabino, another one of those senior leaders, injured his knee against, or broke his leg against Nebraska, and he had a choice. He could either have one surgery that would basically knock him out for the year, or one that would get him back, probably not at full strength, but he decided to do that surgery just so he could be back with what he called his brothers. I know there are a lot of things in this book that have never been revealed. I'm excited to tell the story. I think that diehard Buckeye fans who think they know what happened in the 2012 season will find out a lot of things that they didn't know.